Okay, so um, my name is Jason. I have been eating meat all my life. Um, Actually, a little bit of ground story, and as over time, hopefully, you'll get to know me a bit better. I studied as a chef, so I've always enjoyed food. I've enjoyed preparing it, and of course, all the different things you can do with meats and dairy products. And I guess throughout my life, I've always kind of thought, yeah, there's a bit more to this. And I discovered it as time went by. And recently I met somebody who got me to really think even deeper and think even more so about it. And what I realized was that there's a lot of big things going on out there in this world that we just turn a blind eye to. And this is basically my side of that story and my understanding of that. Um, I've became vegan yesterday, so quite recently, um, with the help of a friend, and I want to thank her so much for stepping me along that process and kind of being my guide, my mentor so far. I'm sure we'll be referring to her videos as I go along. In fact, below you'll find a link to my first day as a vegan that she kind of introduced me to. Um, so yeah, this is basically to kind of speak to people out there who maybe have thought about it, give you some information as to why I've decided to try this lifestyle and this way of thinking. I'm going to share with you maybe some links, some information as to why I decided to do this. But it's also a tool for me. It's a tool for me because if I feel that I'm sharing this with the world, I have to maintain it. I can't just give up because some people are going to be like, you just gave up so easily. It's a chicken, ooh, pun intended. And I will actually, hopefully, use this as a tool to allow me to continue going. Any comments that you can give, any words of encouragement would be greatly appreciated. Apologies for the quality of this first video. I am indoors. I'm using my cam from my Mac, so the quality isn't brilliant. Over time, I'll try and improve that a little bit with better camera quality. So yeah, my first night, I guess, since yesterday of eating at home after work. Usually, I would buy some chicken, I don't know, pasty or something. I live here in Colombia, so the food is quite cheap. Um, but I don't really come home from work to cook and prepare food, so I tend to buy cheesy bread and maybe pizza or something just from the street. So this has kind of helped me take a bit better care of what I eat. It also means I've got to read everything on every label to check that it doesn't have any dairy products, it has no meat products, it's safe to eat. And I will attach a video that I quickly took of what I bought for my first night of food. Okay, so this is what I've ordered today. My first night, if you like, where I don't eat some junk food or my regular bread and cheese. As you can see here, I've got some peanut butter, which in Colombia it's crazy expensive. It's like 10,000 pesos. To put that into some context, these 3 marmalades cost about 4,500. I think there was like get one free. The water was like 1,200. The bread was like 3,500. The fruit was like 2,300, 2,600, and the apple, etc. So yeah, that's my meal tonight. It's basically peanut butter and jam with some fruit, water, and more bread. Let's see how it goes. Getting some pretty good advice from No Cheese and seeing what happens and what goes on. So that's my meal tonight after day 2 of beginning this new vegan lifestyle. Okay, so yeah, this is day 2. You can find me on Instagram. My link will be below. You can find me on Twitter. My link will be below. If you're a vegan and you live in Colombia, I would love to hear from you. If you are somebody that is thinking of becoming vegan but you're not sure, I would love to hear from you. And if you are an experienced veteran vegan, I would definitely want to hear from you to know how you did it, some tips and some tricks. And along the way, as I learned them, I hope to share them so everybody else can also learn from them. I recently got braces this year, so that makes it a bit more interesting. It may be easier for me, but it also means I can't eat things like nuts and hard foods. So yeah, and another thing interesting there. I'm going to try and make some videos in Spanish. Mi español no es muy bueno, pero voy a intentar para conectar con más personas del mundo. Yeah, so this is my first video. Thank you for listening. I appreciate support. I appreciate your time. Thank you, and I will continue sharing this journey along the way and see what you guys have to say. And thank you very much to my special friend who introduced me to this, and I will see what happens. There's a lot of great people who have inspired me to also start this, a lot of people, famous, not famous, that have really done this in a way that has really transformed their lives, and I can't wait to begin this experience. It's also my second day of not smoking. I kept saying I was going to quit smoking many times, and this is kind of really got me to think, okay, well, if I'm going to be a vegan, it would kind of be a bit silly if I also smoke. So yeah, this is kind of like a double whammy, turning vegan, quitting smoking, giving that a go as well. So thank you for your support, thank you for your time. I'll keep you guys updated, and any feedback you have, any support that you may have received if you became vegans would be really greatly appreciated. Any questions, please leave it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer. I think this is when you ask to subscribe and share and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to do that, great. If you don't, no worries. Just kind of keep an eye and let me know what you think. Thank you.